Stretching from the shores of the Mediterranean Sea to the Pacific Ocean, Asia is not only the largest continent by size, but also boasts an extremely diverse population. Home to some of the oldest civilizations of the world, it offers everything from majestic mountain ranges and natural beauty to bustling city life and towering skyscrapers. However, it is impossible to explore all of Asia, especially if you're on a budget and a tight schedule. So today, we devised a list of the best places in the continent to help you plan the trip of a lifetime. First, we have the majestic slopes of Mount Fuji in Japan. The striking snow-capped mountain is one of the country's 3 holy mountains, which are traditionally considered to hold some sort of distinct powers. Mount Fuji is an active stratovolcano and thus is said to have volcanic powers, but it hasn't erupted since 1708 and has been a hotspot for tourists for many years. At the base of the mountain, you'll find yourself standing in Aokigahara, otherwise known as the Suicide Forest. While it might sound a bit ominous, you can rest assured there are no evil spirits lurking in the woods. Actually, the forest gets its name from its landscape. The dense forest has grown on top of hardened lava and is home to ice caves, which absorb sound from the surroundings and give an almost unnatural feeling of solitude. For those of you who don't know, an ice cave is a pit-type cave that was created by flowing molten lava from one of Mount Fuji's eruptions some 1,150 years ago. The cave itself is considered a natural monument of Japan and can be an interesting stop on your journey to Mount Fuji. Next up, the historical city of Beijing, China. Beijing is famous for being one of the most packed cities in the world. What you might know is that it's also one of the oldest cities and thus is filled with incredible historical sites you wouldn't want to miss experiencing on your tour. China's capital is home to 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Between the gardens of the Imperial Summer Palace, the oldest canal in the world, and numerous unique-looking pagodas and temples, your schedule is going to be pretty full. While in Beijing, you cannot miss out on the Forbidden City, which is one of the most impressive tourist actions the city has to offer. It is a palace complex made of almost 1,000 different buildings that served as a home for the country's emperors for 500 years. Other sites worth seeing include the National Art Museum of China and the Military Museum of the Chinese People's Revolution. Both boast a massive collection of artifacts worth a visit. And if you happen to be a fan of Jackie Chan's Karate Kid, you can also stop by the Great Wall and relive the inspirational training montage from the film. At number 3, we have the magical Hoi An, Vietnam. While most visitors landing in Vietnam head straight to places like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, or Ha Long Bay, the country's best place to visit is an underrated treasure. The ancient city of Hoi An is home to one of the oldest trading ports in Asia. While a commercial stop for trading ships doesn't exactly fit the bucket list criteria, the quaint little town is sure to change your mind. Hoi An has managed to maintain most of its original architecture, which includes timber frame buildings, delightfully colorful French colonial shutters, and Chinese tiled roofs. It is bound to take you back in time, away from the hustle and bustle of megacities. You can experience the magical Lantern Festival, in which the people of Hoi An celebrate every full moon cycle to honor their ancestors through light. All the lights in the town are turned off the night before the full moon. Colorful lanterns and candles are then placed on windowsills, inside the houses, and even on the boats idly floating down the river. We don't know about you, but it sounds an awful lot like the scene from Disney's Tangled. Next, the city of skyscrapers, Hong Kong. If quiet little towns aren't your cup of tea, you could take a trip down to Hong Kong. With the largest number of skyscrapers in the world, for the city's architecture is a modern-day wonder. You can take in the towering view around Victoria Harbor, which is a popular tourist site offering one of the most stunning coastal skylines in Asia. If you want to experience more urban views, you can always climb up to the top of Victoria Peak, the highest hill in Hong Kong, where you can find a leisure and shopping complex. Its viewing terrace overlooks the entire city down below. It could be your I'm on top of the world moment in a big city. If you're on a spiritual journey, Hong Kong's Lantau Island is the place for you. Home to the world-famous 34-meter tall Tian Tan Buddha statue, the island awaits tourists looking for a spiritual connection. You might want to pack your hiking shoes though, as the colossal Buddha sits on top of a steep hill. At number 5, the fun-filled Singapore. If you watch Crazy Rich Asians, we bet you have an itch to visit Singapore yourself, and you absolutely should. It is famous for being one of the most fun countries in the South Asian region. Singapore is absolutely packed with exciting theme attractions, from its very own Universal Studios park to a daring 50-meter bungee jump just above the Marina Bay Sands beach. The country is fit for the adrenaline junkies out there. Of course, for tourists looking for much calmer activities during their trip, there is an incredible infinity pool and a sky bridge that will not disappoint. The island state also offers greener forms of entertainment with its enchanted gardens by the bay. The nature park spans over a 100-hectare area. You can also find the largest glass greenhouse in the world there, along with 2 conservatories. Not to forget the beautifully designed trees and flowers area that are sure to leave you mesmerized. If that wasn't enough, Singapore's airport is bound to leave you awestruck. The nature-themed Jewel Changi Airport is a world apart. Not only will you find the world's tallest indoor waterfall in there, but also an indoor bridge suspended 23 meters up in the air. Other than that, you can always enjoy 4 of the airport's slides and explore the butterfly garden during your transit. We wonder how people manage to make it on time for their flight when the airport is no less than a tourist attraction itself. itself. Next on our list is the City of Temples in Nepal. Nepal's capital and largest city, Kathmandu, is a melting pot for both the Hindu and Buddhist influences. The city is known for its temples and is the perfect destination for people looking for religious experience. We mean there's a reason Marvel's Doctor Strange travels all the way to Kathmandu. It's a city where spirituality touches everything. The city is over 1,400 meters above sea level and is famous as a gateway to the lush Himalayas. You can also take a detour and visit the nearby ancient city of Patan. If you're a climber at heart, there's no better place to go as climbers from all around the world gather here to set off on their Everest-based camp trek. But for those of you who don't share the same love for adventure, you can explore the impressive market scene and other historic monuments in the city, with plenty of colorful festivals to look forward to throughout the year. Kathmandu is sure to be a rich experience in your journey. Now we have the blue-green waters of Bali, Indonesia. Known for its splendid golden beaches with crystal clear waters, Bali has become one of the most famous destinations for honeymoon couples. But this Indonesian island has more to offer than white sand beaches lined with swaying palm trees. Bali has a rare culture and historical landscape to offer its visitors that is filled with beautiful temples. The ancient pilgrimage temple Tanah Lot, for example, is famous for its marvelous sunsets. Gunung Laba, on the other hand, gives a scenic view of the surrounding jungle, while the Pura Goa Lawa is one of the holiest places of worship on the island. However, if you aren't looking to spend your trip discovering temples, then you can always strap on your hiking boots and climb your way to the 5,633-foot tall active volcano on Mount Fuji. We'd highly recommend the hike if you want to witness one of the most memorable sunrises of your life. Next, at number 8, the colorful Jaipur, India. While New Delhi and Mumbai are the most famous cities of India, Jaipur is a beautiful gem you must visit on your travels through Asia. Popularly known as the Pink City, owing to the unique color of stone used in the architecture, Jaipur is the hub of artisans and craftsmen. You'll have plenty of souvenirs to take back, from traditional clothes to beautiful stone carvings. Most of the amazing attractions in the city are architectural marvels. If you find yourself in Jaipur, you must take out time to visit the stunning Jal Mahal Palace that sits on top of the Mangsagar Lake. With ancient temples, marble forts, and sacred water pools, Jaipur could be a part of your very own Eat, Pray, Love journey. That wraps up our list for today. We do advise you to practice caution on your travels, especially with the ongoing health crisis. Which destination did you add to your bucket list? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.